Clock on the dot. I got Stephanie and I got Anthony Macaluso here in studio. I'm going to kick this on the FM. Share this out. Let me know if you have any questions. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It is 9:01 on a Thursday in Lamarck, Texas, and I have two guests in studio. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we're going to get into it and have some fun today.
I am Anthony Macaluso. We brought in my wife Stephanie this time, so we're not as boring as we usually are.
I mean, I can't guarantee I'm going to spice it up a little bit, but...
Maybe less phone calls, less bantering. Who knows?
Was this some feedback that she gave you? She was like, I need to be there to keep you on track.
She said we're awful.
No.
That it's that bad, is it?
Yeah.
No, actually, I listen to you guys, like, at work. I'll put it up on my phone, and people are like, what are y'all doing?
Yes.
And I'm like, Anthony's on the radio station.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have this up, but then we just turn it up and we listen to you guys for an hour.
Talk about all the important things that are happening in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wrestling and gun stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, bounce houses.
The important things.
Totally.
So what kind of work do you do?
I'm a nurse.
How's that going? It seems like it's a busy time.
Yeah. I just took a promotion a couple months ago.
Congratulations.
So I'm super busy now.
Yeah.
I've been on and off the phone, so I'll try not to look at it while we're on the air.
It wouldn't be the first time somebody's looked at their phone on KHEA radio. And it won't be the last.
I'll try really hard not to.
Like the host.
You're good. You're good. Anthony, so there's a lot of stuff going on in the area. Specifically, there's a lot of things that are happening on the campus of KHEA, Abundant Life Academy, the Christian school,
The construction.
Amazon construction.
Yeah. Yes.
How do you feel about everything?
Everything minus the construction is great as usual.
Yes.
Yes.
But, I'm excited that...
When it's done.
I'm excited when it's done,
Yeah.
But it seems like they're upgrading the drainage and all this stuff right here. So one issue that we have had is that the parking lot will retain water, and we're fortunate that the building doesn't get water from rains and heavy rains, but I'm hoping, and I'm guessing that's why they're doing it, since they're building up and they're upgrading all the drainage. So it will be nice whenever it is complete.
Is it tomorrow? I want to start driving my truck back.
You drove a truck today. What are you talking about?
I did drive a truck, but it can get dirty.
Yeah.
Yes.
River actually saw your truck. We turned down the road, and all of a sudden, we're just talking. He goes, that's my daddy's big truck.
Oh, yeah.
He's just waving his little arm off, trying to get his attention.
So River, that's y'all's son. He goes to the academy, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on at the academy today? I heard something cool's happening.
Yes, they are having career day today. So I don't know a couple of the parents that are going to be there. I'm going to be there as a nurse, and there's a stewardess.
One of us was not chosen.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know why.
I don't know
Yeah.
how
I'm not
appropriate
sure.
his career choices for in a.
Entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So I've heard, whenever there's like a pastor, I've heard the story. I've been in a lot of church services, and they always say, if they ask you in a small talk, hey, so what do you do for a living? They're like, oh. But if you tell somebody that you're a pastor or you work in ministry or something, sometimes it weirds them out, possibly, and then they're like on their best behavior. But if they say like, well, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I work with people, or like in the nonprofit sector, it's a little bit different. So Anthony, you could go that route.
No.
I work in safety.
Safety. It's
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah, security.
Security.
Proud of what I do.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what I
am
do.
too. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
So.
Proud of you.
I'm proud too. So let everybody know, Anthony, what do you have going on?
Nothing. I'm sitting here with you on Thursdays. Every other Thursday. I don't know when we're here.
Your phone rings more than anybody's.
I get a text
more than
message
mine.
that, like 2 days before,
It
and
does.
it's like, hey, do you want to come on? I'm like, sure. And then you're like, oh, wait, you sound happy.
Oh, yeah, you said sure.
Yeah.
I checked in, I texted him 2 days ago. I said, hey, Anthony, we good for Thursday? You coming on, right? And he said, sure. That was it. He might as well hit me with like a K, like
No,
a Y
I can't.
for a yes, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
Even yes would have been like, yes, would have been better than
You're always
sure.
in the calendar. I
You
work
know,
by
it's
a
just-
calendar, dude.
Sends a shrugging guy like
Yeah.
this.
What ifs?
That's my favorite one. The shrugging guy and the face palm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just,
I use
I guess.
continuously.
I guess. We have, obviously, the gun vaults of Texas, 3701, 646 North in beautiful Santa Fe, Texas, across the street from the Justice Center. It's funny because people always are like, oh, bless you. We always get people Googling our address, and Google does not put our address in in their database. So
Not yet?
no, they won't.
Any gun store?
We're not.
Or just yours?
Remember, we don't talk about politics.
Okay. I don't know how that works.
No, it's they move your pin around. So one day I'll be at the end of 646, and the next day I'll be in Dickinson on the end of that 646. So I always just throw out the Justice Center because
That's not moving.
they're not
No.
moving it.
Yeah. Here's a comment. This is from Kevin. He said, good. Someone besides Anthony. Hey, Stephanie.
Oh,
Hey.
good morning.
Yeah, great. He's listening on the other side of the world, I bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't know any cool things.
What do you mean? Where's he at?
Georgia.
Georgia.
I'm pretty sure that's my brother.
Georgia. Okay. Yes. Jordan said, Jordan Porty, he
Is
said,
on the
good
other
morning.
side of 45 again?
I said, good morning. I said, what's up? He said, the roof.
Yeah.
Jordan Porty.
Oh,
So
all right,
Jordan,
cool.
at like 10 o'clock last night, which I was asleep, messages and said, hey, man, don't forget about my review. He's been pestering about this review that he wanted me to leave him on Facebook. And I'm like, I've already done it. I'm pretty sure I've done it.
I'll leave you a review.
I went back, and it was done 10 months ago.
For ET Lockouts?
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're listening right now,
I mean, don't you want his service before you leave him a review?
I've had
Probably has several
I
times.
have the best service from ET Lockouts.
I agree.
I talked to him like 2 days ago. There was an issue I was having with the lost key that needed to be turned in.
Yep,
And those dealerships
Yes.
are proud of their keys.
they are. We
Yeah.
talked about you at wrestling.
Oh.
All good things, right?
So how's
Possible
everything else in
storylines.
life going? No.
Possible storylines.
Yep.
All good
No,
things, all good things.
Jordan does great work. Always on time.
Okay,
And he's always fun to talk to.
he is. Jordan is. Anytime, my favorite thing is seeing whenever somebody asks for like a locksmith or I need a key made, and then watching all the people say ET Lockouts.
Yes.
And I'll usually
then-
say
and
ET
then he
Lockouts
just
saved
throws
my
them.
life. That's all I say.
Then he just throws out a meme. He
Yeah.
never says nothing. It's just a meme. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
He just goes the meme. It's like meme drop and just
Right.
walks away and then just waits for
Let
his phone to
everybody else
call.
respond.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody responds and then he just like picks
He's a
up the
busy
phone.
dude, man. He's
Yeah.
the thing I love about him is he promotes everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. We had a conversation yesterday. One of his best friends owns a business that we're still involved with, kind of business, and he was like, "Oh, I promote y'all all the time. I talk to him. I promote him. He's fine with it." So yeah, Jordan's a good dude.
Yes. And I saw that he had got some new shirts
He did.
and he posted, he got them from Southern Sass Vinyl and More,
Mhm.
which speaking, Paul just tuned in and said, our favorite people, love you guys.
Hi, Paul.
Love you,
And-
Paul and Lizzie.
I know like your hat and stuff. And
Lizzie's really mad at me.
Oh.
what happened? What'd you
What
do?
did you do?
So, Paul was there Saturday, and she messaged and said, we don't need any more guns. I messaged her and said, he's not at the gun store. We were at the club.
And that's
then-
better. That's better. It's like, no,
well,
we're
then I guess it was 2 days ago. I had to go down and pick up some stuff right down the street from him, and I messaged and said, hey, do I have anything to pick up? And I noticed there was a business across the street that's going out of business. Obviously, we're always looking to expand, so I messaged Paul, said, hey, what do you know about this building? 2 seconds later, Lizzie said, you're not opening a gun store across the street from us.
like in the strip?
It's right across the street.
Oh,
So,
across
like-
the street.
So, like, Paul would have to
Cross
literally
518?
cross 518 to come visit us, which he would.
Which he would totally do.
Because we need, if he forgot a shirt that we made or he made, then he would have to bring the shirt over and just,
yeah, of course.
And then walk back over
500
with.
trips.
I will
Yeah.
say
Back and
walking back and forth off of 518, it may be a dangerous
There's
task.
a crosswalk.
You would have to carry.
I don't think the
Yeah.
crosswalk matters.
So-
No, crosswalk don't matter. Those people don't
No.
play.
Just so Lizzie knows, I did call, so you never know what could happen.
And then they threw a Starbucks
This
right
is
in the
news
middle.
To me
Yeah.
as well. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news to the wife.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Have to check that out.
We'll see how this pans out later.
I'm excited. There's drama.
We love drama.
No, we do not.
TNT loves drama. That's their thing.
No.
And so
We know
AEW.
drama. They're on
There
AEW,
you
right?
go.
It makes sense.
So, Lizzie, we're coming towards you.
We'll see.
Be ready.
That'd
this
be fun.
This could be a UPW storyline.
Right?
I'm down.
Okay. Hey, so UPW, they held an event. I know that the Gun Vault of Texas was a sponsor.
Yep.
Jordan Porty, ET Lockouts was a sponsor. How did it go?
KHEA was a sponsor.
I didn't want to, brag about it, but yes, KHEA was a
Yes.
sponsor. We had Titan in studio. Did you
I loved
watch
it.
that?
I loved it. Best interview you've done.
Thank you.
I will. Even over mine. Best interview you've done.
nice guy.
The guy's a character.
Next time
No,
that
yeah.
I have a UPW guy in, would you want to come and help me?
100%.
Okay.
200%. Let's do it. I
You'll
don't
be
even
here.
need to promote my business. We usually don't. We just sit here and talk. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Always a good show. Few title changes, few bad finishes. I blame Johnny Blade for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's a heel, an awful, awful heel.
Poor Johnny Blade.
And he just got married, and you were invited to the wedding.
He
We
did.
found out.
Congratulations, Johnny.
He's a bad heel.
He's
Yeah, bad, bad heel. So, yeah, we're not going to go into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Congratulations on getting married. And the next UPW event is already
I
scheduled.
think they needed we're getting into this. They should have done, how on all the other wrestling promotions, they should have got married in the ring, and somebody should have jumped out of a cake.
He would have jumped out of the
Kid
cake.
Ransom should have jumped out of the
No.
cake and just knocked Johnny Blade out.
Oh, man.
Bart, if you're listening, it's not too late.
That idea is free.
It's too late.
Yeah.
The ship
It's
has
too late.
sailed.
It's not.
The
It's not
ship
too
has
late.
sailed.
May
Just let it
30th.
go.
May 30th, you're invited to Johnny Blade's wedding in Texas City
Yeah.
Live Bar and Grill.
Oh, apparently the
6th
Gun
Street.
Vault is sponsoring that.
The wedding cake.
Yeah.
It's like Brad Gilmore's hair.
Oh, jeez.
Let's do it.
Oh, man. Okay. I can see this all happening. Right now it's 9:12. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. So we were talking about everything that's going on in the area. One of the things that is happening is on Thursdays at Abundant Life, there is a Galveston County Food Bank collaboration. So if you ever drive by, you'll see all the construction with Amazon going on. But then on a Thursday, you'll also see a lot of cars out there. So if you ever want to volunteer on a Thursday, maybe a student in the summer, or if you are in need of the services, all you got to do is just drive up, and they ask you a question like where you live, and that's it. How many people live in your household? And then it's like contactless, and volunteers put it in the car. So make sure that you take advantage of that if that's something that you are needing, or go and volunteer.
And the trucks were there this morning.
Yep.
They move
Yes.
quick.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, I'm here every Thursday, every other Thursday, whatever, and it's the same thing. They're just in line, and you just keep going.
And they knock it out. They got it
Yeah.
kind of figured out
Right.
really, really well now. At the beginning,
It was
Cars
a
were
catastrophe.
Yeah.
Catastrophe. But
it's pretty bad.
we got the National Guard in. Was it the National Guard?
Yeah, it
Yep.
was.
They
It was the
came-
Army Reserve, maybe.
Came, did traffic, and
Yeah.
it's great now. You don't have to park at the very end of the parking lot and walk 12 miles to get to the front door. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, River always thought it was a traffic jam.
Oh, and the
Pulling in before. Now it's in the parking lot, but before, when it was wrapped around, he was like, "What are we gonna do? It's a traffic jam."
yeah,
Like-
we're not getting in there, right?
No.
Speaking of River and the Academy, Stephanie, you're gonna go speak over there later.
Yes.
Do you know what you're gonna say? And is River excited?
So River thinks I'm a doctor. I don't think he comprehends that there's nurses in the world. I'm a doctor and I work at a hospital. I think I'm gonna just let the kids direct me on.
Not going to go good.
It's gonna be
It's going to be awful.
fun.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
River's going to scream.
River's gonna want me
They
to
have
hold him the whole
they
time.
have
I'm
pictures
sure.
today too. So
Yes.
Yeah, I
we're-
can't wait to
we
show those.
tried to fix his hair this morning. He
That
wore
was-
his nice Macho Man button-down
Button-down
shirt,
shirt.
of course.
Solid.
Classy.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. That is what we do in the Macaluso house.
You have wrestling shirt Wednesdays, so he wore Undertaker yesterday.
I always feel
And-
weird, and I've actually talked to some higher ups here at the school, and I'm like, "Is that weird?" And they're like, "No, we love wrestling. It's cool." I'm like,
Okay.
"Great."
Although his Macho Man shirt, one of the teachers thought it was a surfer. It was like a surfer shirt, and
Yeah.
so
I thought about pulling him out of school at
no,
that point.
no.
Hey, we've talked to Kevin with Reality of Wrestling about maybe doing some stuff for the kids or for the youth, for the church, the school and stuff before, like some kind of demo stuff in the gym. I think it'd be
That would
really
be
cool.
cool.
Dude, if they brought a ring or something like that, some mats, my kid would be all over it.
Oh,
He would
yeah.
be wrestling with them.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a routine down. He knows when wrestling comes on, which is just about every single night.
It is every night
And,
now.
You know, he grabs his dinosaur and his big stuffed chase and goes to town.
Amateur.
And he's ready to go, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did hit the mic, if you're wondering what that noise was. Anthony called me out for that.
Is that an
My bad.
amateur move?
It is, yeah.
It's all right.
That's it.
It's all
It
good.
is.
It happens.
So what do you have going on, Gardy?
So
You know.
today, man, I have a lot. There's a lot of stuff, fun stuff going on. Yesterday, I went out to the Tech City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. They had a ribbon cutting at Tech's. Have y'all been yet?
No.
Mainland City Center, Mall of the Mainland.
No.
Altitude Trampoline Park.
It looks neat.
It's awesome. Y'all should
So
go.
did they go into the old Sears building, or who's going into that?
So Sears is going to be the new workout facility. They're going to move World Gym down into Sears, and it's going to be the largest World Gym like ever.
Nice.
I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
Because
so
that one's huge already.
it's already very, very large. So they're going to move. I think they're ordering new equipment and taking all that equipment down because they got to fill it up with something. So it's going to be massive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they're going to. Well, they have the Mainland City Suites.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any of that upstairs? Yes, no, maybe? No? Okay.
I've been to the gym a handful of times.
Okay, so if you go to the gym to the right, if you went to the left, it's there's offices. So you can rent out like office space, or you can have your little, like a business there or whatever. So there's a lot of them are rented out. Supposedly, so Jerome Karam at the ribbon cutting yesterday said that about 97% of the mall is rented out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's like no space left.
That's good. I mean, it needed to be brought back to life.
You remember the heyday? I mean, you
yeah.
grew up in this area, right?
Yeah. We talk about Corn Dog 7 every time.
Stephanie.
Nope, she's not from here.
Where are you from?
I mean, I'm from LaPorte. I mean, he makes it sound like I'm from
Go Bulldogs?
Canada or something.
No Bulldogs.
Yes.
No Bulldogs.
LP.
I used to work in LaPorte when I was a AT&T person, and so I'd drive around and I'd see like on their thing it was like basketball champs 1979 or something like that.
Like way back, like before I was even thought of.
Yeah, I just remember thinking about that, and I would always picture in my head. I was like, I wonder what that team looked like. Like
Short shorts.
yeah.
Very, very short shorts. Tall people, bowl cuts.
Yeah.
You know.
In LaPorte, like growing up, it seems like there would not be much to do for fun. It kind of reminds me of growing up around
Like
here
now.
a long time ago, right?
Yeah, Sylvan Beach.
Okay, the beach, that's right.
That was, parks.
They have a cool skate park, at least 10 years ago, whenever I was driving through over there. It was that's the only thing. It was the skate park and the beach, and then you'd see the state champs, 79 or whatever.
They've grown so much. I mean, I've been out of there, 14, 15 years now.
Yeah.
And they've grown, like updated the high school. Everything looks
That's cool.
awesome there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everywhere else, apartments and houses just like popping up everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And then the 146 construction, because it's like, I'm thinking, okay, LaPorte, Seabrook, you can shoot down to Kemah or to Galveston. But right now, there's a lot.
Buddy.
It'll be nice whenever it is finished, just like the Amazon construction. Hopefully, the Amazon construction does.
So
finish.
my brother on there is in construction, on road construction, and he's one of the people that I dislike because of it. So.
Hey, here's some. These are some great comments from Jordan. Jordan said,
Lord.
Anthony Macaluso, you should build a ring behind the shop and have wrestling throwdowns.
There's a trailer back there. Sorry.
Oh, we could do hardcore.
Hardcore off the trailer, like put some tables.
Dude, I'm down.
I don't think my insurance would allow it.
And Jordan also said he's in LaPorte right now. What do you got going on? What do you got going on in LaPorte, Jordan?
Jordan should be working today. That's what he does.
Jordan, bring me back some Mexican food, dude.
Okay, and here's another comment. This is from Paul. And all these comments, if you're listening on 99.5 FM, you can go and comment and interact with us on Facebook. So go to KHEA Radio on Facebook, and then you can follow along, and there's video as well. A lot of people don't know that. I run into people all the time. They're like, what?
You can see us.
You're real?
You're
real
people.
The illusion of radio. So Paul was Southern Sass, and he used to be in law enforcement, right? He said he's surprised he didn't pull me over. He was policing there about 10 years ago. Paul, you probably did pull me over. I did get pulled over quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
what I didn't know this face yet.
All I gotta do is just like kind of pull in the median, and I did get pulled over. What is that? Is it like El Lago, like that little city?
Mm-hmm.
It's like not a
oh yeah,
little speed trap
it's
place.
a little fake city.
Yeah.
So you're over there
hang a right. It's one road.
trying to be a hardworking person.
It's a turnaround that you literally just keep going around because you don't know what direction you have to go in.
Yeah, and they're like, you ran through that stop sign. Because I remember when they built that turnaround, you ran through the stop sign. I was like, I did. Yes, you did. I guess I did.
Yeah,
to go to the little courthouse.
Could you imagine getting pulled over by Paul? You would just have to tell him a joke, and you'd be like, all right, you good? You're good.
Yeah. Well, for you, I feel like if you got pulled over and someone's like, oh, you own a gun, the gun vault, if you had like a decal or anything, like I feel like they would be nicer to you.
Probably not.
I doubt
Than
it.
just to me who doesn't own a gun store.
I'm always pleasant.
That's true.
Yeah.
Raised your eyes. Stephanie's shaking her head no over there.
Yeah.
Anthony's raising his eyebrows.
Always pleasant.
Oh
So,
man,
yeah.
that's funny. That's funny. Okay, if you're hanging out and watching, let me know what you got going on today. Hey, Jordan said people always think that his Jeep, which whenever he goes and does his calls and stuff, he has his ET Lockhouse Jeep, but he says people think he's a state trooper when he pulls up to calls.
Nice.
I could see that
Ooh.
Yeah.
because of the colors.
Solid.
He should get lights on his truck or on his Jeep.
You can only have them certain colors, right? Paul will probably know.
Sure.
I think they aren't allowed to be red and blue, just like any other color.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't do that.
No,
It's
never.
dumb.
Wait, did you do that? I feel like you've done
What?
it.
No. No. Not at all.
Oh man. Okay. So when we were talking about text, yes, it's awesome. You know, growing up in LaPorte, even me. So I grew up in Lamarck, and there was Mall of the Mainland, but they had like 3 or 4 shoe stores, which I love sneakers. The movies was awesome because it was $2.
You remember the wrestling store?
I don't remember the wrestling store.
Yep.
Where was it in the building?
Go in. Do you remember? What was it by? It was man. There was that Texas store. So you had, if you hang the left, there was your AT&T store, like the kiosk in the middle, and then there's a Texas store on the right. They were on the opposite side of the Texas store, where the defensive driving used to be.
Okay.
Do you remember that? The comedy defensive driving?
I don't really remember
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh.
So what year are we talking?
Late 90s.
Late 90s.
Yep. The kid that owned the store was lived across the street in a subdivision that we used to live in Lamarck, and he still wears wrestling shirts. I used to see him at the old shop all the time.
All the
Still
inventory.
still in the wrestling. Man, I used to love
Yeah.
it. We would spend so much money there.
Recycled.
It was really cool.
Upscaled.
If anybody remembers the wrestling store, chime in.
Let us know.
Probably nobody's listening to us other than our friends, but
There's a ton of people listening.
hi friends. They're all our friends though.
And all the people out there that are helping and volunteering, they're forced to listen on Thursday. It's my
Nice.
favorite thing.
Hey,
so
helpers,
good morning.
chime in. Let us know what the name of the
Good morning,
store
guys
was.
and gals.
Who remembers the wrestling store?
Yep.
So there's the different eras of.
So this was
Mall
this
of
was
Mainland.
90s, late 90s. I wouldn't even say 2000s because at that point I don't even think we were over there anymore. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Just
Here's-
had a lot of stuff.
Here's something else we have to keep in mind. So late 90s, you know, some of our audience may not have been born, like Jordan said. He
That's
probably
true.
wasn't born.
I forgot about that.
Oh.
So I moved to this area like in 97.
Yeah.
So 97. So I remember, I know I've been to the mall. And then whenever I got old enough to work, I applied like at every store and nobody would ever call me.
I did too.
Yeah. Did you ever get a call, interview,
No,
anything?
No. Mainly I tried at like FYE, and then there was another CD shop, but they
Never
didn't
had
get
a cool
the
job
they,
like that.
they didn't get the privileges. I went to the dog track and the drugstore.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to work at the CD store. I tried the
Yeah.
candy store, all the sneaker stores.
I had a friend that worked at the candy store that worked out amazingly. Yeah. Put on a lot of weight, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's funny. I know there was like a Claire's and like some hair cutting places, but all that stuff is gone. So
Yeah.
if you walk in there now,
I would love to
it's
see what it looks
crazy.
like. It's like, the Astrodome. You walk in and it's like, oh, this doesn't even look like the same. I would love to see
Yeah.
what the mall looks like.
Yeah, it's what would you be most excited about? So the things that they have at Tex are the go-karts.
The go-karts.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
That's it.
Yeah.
They have a ropes course.
A what?
A ropes course, like an indoor ropes
Ooh.
course.
I fall
That-
down walking.
So you may fall down, but they have like this thing where you can like they strap you in so you can fall, but you just be like dangling and get your wits
Yeah.
around you. So a roller skating rink. I know
See,
that they
that's
have
kind of cool.
Fun City Skate over there in Webster, but someone was talking the
Yeah.
other day like there's no roller skating from that place
No.
like down to
No.
Galveston. There's
Well,
nowhere you can do
you've
it.
got one in Alvin.
There's one in Alvin.
Yeah. And then I used to go all the time at the one in Santa Fe, Algoa, I guess it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
There used to be a
Is it
skating
there still?
So half of the building is they tore the other half down. So it used to be a fireworks stand. It's right by the Alvin Mountains.
Oh, okay.
It's the dump.
The dump.
We call it the Alvin Mountains.
Like the commercial place where like
No.
meet me
No.
at the dump.
No,
Where
not
your
the dump
trash
in the
goes.
mountains.
Oh, the actual
The
dump.
actual dump.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Algoa Mountains. I get it
Yeah.
now.
So
This guy, I'm telling you.
yeah, it was there forever, and we had birthday parties there, and would go skating every
Mhm.
Friday night. You would go hang out with your boys. You'd go there. You'd go to Santa Fe. Had like an underage kids club,
Yeah.
and it was like a real club. You had your DJ and your drinks.
Wouldn't
and-
bands play too?
Yeah, you had bands. It was pretty cool.
What was the name of that? I remember that because I think my sister went, but like there would be concerts.
The Underground?
The Underground, okay.
Maybe. That's not it. I don't know. Chime in, people.
Let us know.
Probably nobody our age listening. We're old.
Yeah. And then, okay, so they got roller skating. They also have, it's an arcade. There's a ton of video games.
Yeah, I'm excited about
There's
that.
like a 3D section too where it's like VR thing going on, but then they got your old school games, like even like Pac-Man. But Pac-Man looks way different. It's not like Pac-Man. It's like they took a giant screen.
Yeah.
And then you're like playing Pac-Man, and then
we did that
all
at
kinds of crazy stuff
a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is it open?
It's open today at 4. So they're closed Monday and Tuesday, but then they open at 4. Yeah, every day. So I've weaseled my way into going 2 times this week, and I'll probably
For filming.
Yeah, for filming.
Yeah.
You got to do some stuff. Yeah, but
For promotional purposes.
Promotional purposes.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: do you pay when you go in, or is it free play? How's that work?
So I don't know because
That's
I'm always
good.
promotional purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, promoting. He doesn't get to play.
Thanks for the
No,
answers.
there are packages, and I did see that because we posted a video of the ribbon cutting, which we weren't planning to do. We just kind of you seen that little pocket camera that we have,
Yeah.
or else we would have brought mics, and so I just did a quick voiceover and we threw it over some clips. But
Quality.
someone asked that. Somebody asked that, like, what's the prices? I was like, I honestly don't know, but I think they have packages. So it's like, okay, if you want to do, there's the trampoline park. They still have the stuff that they had with altitude. So you can do like, like the basketball or like like American Gladiator style joust. And then it's trampolines. It just goes way back. So it's like, okay, if you want to jump and you want to do roller skating and you want to do go-karts, this is a package as you can get it. It's $34 or whatever it is. I don't know, for however long you can do it. Or if you just want to, I'm pretty sure you can do things like a la carte.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to go-kart.
Yep. Take River.
They also have mini bowling, which is
Oh, I'm down for that too.
it's real bowling. It's just smaller bowling ball.
So you can just throw it.
You could if you wanted to, but there's like these screens up top, and then there's like about like 4 or 5 lanes, and you can bowl. But they have like their snack bar, nachos, hot dogs, popcorn. I'm a big fan.
7.
Pretty much. If they bring corn dogs in there, it's over.
You're just moving out.
I'm just going in every day. I'm quitting here and I'm gonna go work over there.
Genius.
Trampoline.
At the corner, I'm at the snack bar, right?
Right. Eating all your profits.
Yeah,
You said you wanted to open something up here.
I do.
There it is.
A corn dog 7 in the front where we have the coffee shop. It's got a coffee
With
shop
the
/
lemonade?
corn dog
The
7.
lemonade was the best. I think the lemonade was better than the corn dogs, bud.
Part of what makes the corn dog so good is that they would paint on mustard. Like whenever you have like the mustard and it's just like covered.
And then the
I like
grease, it was
mustard.
changed every now and then.
That's the secret. The other
Yeah.
secret as well.
Old
Every now and
grease.
then.
It's great.
Okay, so speaking of skating, Jordan Porty had commented about Fun City Skate, and I have seen that they have renovated. They added like a whole like bar and lounge area and like all this different stuff. And actually, so there's this lady who works at the Toasted Yolk, and she does communications, but she also does some work over there for Fun City Skate. And so she had asked, she's like, "Hey, you want to do something? Yeah, let's do something." So I'm gonna hopefully get over there soon. But I went. So whenever KHEA radio first started, like nobody knew who, and a lot of people still don't know like who it is. But sometimes maybe like 1 out of 100 people have heard of KHEA radio in the
That's
area. Right?
giving yourself some credit.
That 1%. Thank y'all for listening. Right? But what we did is we went and knocked on like every business's door. We went through the phone book and like called everybody and was like, "Hey, you want to come talk to us? You want to come talk to us?" And one of the people was Fun City Skate. And so they gave us a meeting because a lot of people are like, "Nah, I'm not talking to you guys." But Fun City Skate gave us a meeting. So like, thank you to those people who even took the time to, but this was like
I was one of those.
4 years ago. Yeah, Anthony.
I was.
Thank you for giving us the time. Like anybody.
And I'm still here.
Trapped
Lord.
forever.
Trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who
Me
else
and
was one of those?
Me and Dr. Chapa.
Dr.
That's
Chapa
about
was
it.
one. Stephanie Kovich with Furniture
Uh-huh.
Zone.
Yeah.
She was one.
Love
She's
her.
like, yeah, okay.
I
And
ordered a chair from her 2 days ago.
you did.
I did. I felt bad, so I had a meeting with somebody, and I told the person, I was like, "I apologize. I don't have any nice chairs. I have a lawn chair." So this lady had to sit in the lawn chair, and I felt really bad. So I called Stephanie, and I was like, "Do you have anything in stock?" And she was like, "I have leopard stuff." And I was like, "I don't want that. find me something that I would like that fits in my office and just order it.
Slightly nicer than a lawn chair.
Yeah.
It's like just like half a step.
It's a
up
really nice chair. It's nice. So it's got arms, and you don't sink in, and it doesn't make this weird noise when you sit on it.
Yeah.
So.
And it doesn't fold up. It's
Yeah.
portable.
It is.
That's
what you get when you
important.
come to the gun vault.
Wow.
The
Class,
best.
The best.
The best. Hey, do y'all have any other videos in the works? I saw Danny was watching earlier.
I don't know. Danny hit me up a few days ago. You know, I never know when I'm going to do a video. It's just whatever pops in my head.
Y'all came out with a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was funny.
How can people watch that? What was the idea? The premise?
There was no premise. My computer broke.
Yes.
And I ordered a new one, and Danny, I think, asked what we were doing with that one, and I said, well, we're going to use it now. So it's actually still in my pond.
The computer?
Yeah.
And then
I
you just
forgot to get
unloaded
it.
on it.
Yeah, we did. It was fun. We enjoyed it.
Is that at your house? Where is that?
Yeah, it's at our house.
I've asked you to let me come shoot guns at your house, and you said no. Only you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't shoot a ton back there.
Yeah. Unless there's a snake in the chicken coop.
Yeah.
Or a computer that just
Or
needs
a
to be
computer
shot in the
that's
pond.
broke,
That's
Yeah.
different.
Yep. But that was a fun one. Me and Danny had a good time. Great video.
Yeah. Well, my father-in-law, he got me that gun, which I talked to you about,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like 500 rounds of ammo, and I just want to. I'm just ready to like let him go.
We can go. You tell me when. We'll go to the range.
Okay.
Because I've got a new gun that I need to shoot.
What is it?
Huh?
What kind of gun is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You have like how many guns do you have at the gun vault?
At the gun vault, a lot. We have
They're
over
technically
probably,
all yours,
We probably have over 100 guns in inventory.
and they move how quickly? Because you get new inventory.
I get
regular.
inventory every day. It moves pretty quick. We're fortunate, and we do pretty well. We've got good clients and a lot of the same faces for many years, so we're blessed with that.
Can you do another grand opening? Because that was really nice with all the food outside and the hamburgers and stuff.
I don't know, because he's not really. I mean, he's just still in that business, but he mows grass. Like, if you're wondering how our lawn always looks amazing at the shop,
Pristine.
yeah, I don't even know the name of his company, but they are the best. Look them up.
You can't look that up.
Oh, sorry. Catch them when they're mowing. They're there like every Wednesday mowing grass.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I got their trailer in the back of my building.
Yeah. Hey, and you still. So last time I went, Danny was there. I stopped in, and there was the totem pole.
Yeah,
Is the totem pole still treating y'all good?
it is. It's holding some flyers right now for a benefit that's going to be happening on May the 30th as well. It's a bike benefit for Stephanie knows more about this than I do.
So it's
Yeah.
actually sorry.
she's like, I'm working.
I'm sorry, it's work calling.
Put them on. Let's Bluetooth them in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
it's another
Yeah.
hospital. So Keepers of the Second, they're a motorcycle
Club.
club. Yes.
Yeah.
People call. Anyways, we won't get into that. They are doing a benefit the last weekend of May. So they are gonna have like a poker run, stop at different stops, and then it's like a family friendly. I think they're gonna have bounce houses and food and
Cool.
auctions and
Bounce houses.
Mhm.
Bounce
They're getting those from Lone Star Party Rentals.
Houses.
Lone Star Party
Party
Rentals.
They are.
Yeah.
Are they the best?
They're pretty darn good, if you ask me.
Yeah. So y'all had a bounce house business, right?
Rock and
Correct.
River's Bounce House and Party Supplies. Just
And that
rolls
has-
off your tongue.
It's morphed. It does. It's super easy to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's morphed into Lone Star Party
Correct.
Rentals,
It
right?
has, yeah. The Carson family out of League City purchased it and doing a fine job with it. LoneStarParty.com.
Because last time you didn't say.
No, I messed it up, and I got a phone call from Todd, the owner, and he was like, "Bro, you didn't even say the right name." I was like, "Well, it's been Rockin' Rivers for a long time, so that's what it is." If you were a follower of Rockin' Rivers, it just transformed straight into Lone Star
Correct.
Party Rentals. So we have got phone calls and text messages, like on personal stuff, and they're like, "Where's y'all's website? Your website's down. Your Facebook's gone." It's like, it's not gone.
It's not.
It's still there.
New name, yeah. We didn't really put a huge announcement out. Obviously, we talked about it here, and I think we may have put something on Facebook. But it was just quick and painless, and everybody transitioned. They took the calendar, and everybody that was on the schedule is still
Yep.
getting taken care of, and no complaints. And
And you came out was that the last event for Easter that you did
y'all
here?
were my last
Yeah.
event.
It's a special.
I'm sure
Special
on the
moment.
next ones I'll still be here, helping them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I do still help. We are still involved with them. We have not completely given up. So, not giving up. That's not a bad thing, right?
Cut ties.
Cut ties, yeah.
You're still
We're-
involved.
We are still involved with
Yes.
Lone Star Party Rentals.
Yeah, so make sure you check them out. Lone Star Party Rentals. I know I've used Rockin' Rivers, Bounce House, and Party Supplies.
Rolls off the tongue.
It's like poetry,
It is.
Yeah.
and y'all have a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this
He
earlier.
has actually added more stuff since he's purchased it.
Like what? Like bounce houses or other things?
He hasn't done bounce houses. He's got a portable bar, which is really cool. So
With
it's
LED
lights
or I think
up, yeah.
like lights underneath. It's
neat.
I know I'm sitting there going through. I'm like, man,
We should rent this.
I gotta hook us up with some party supplies for
Yeah.
the backyard.
Y'all had everything.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
thought we had
we
everything. And they came
Yeah.
in and starting to get more. They've got margarita machines and some other stuff. I don't know. They're just same thing, trying to grow the brand
Yep.
and the business just like we did. They have small kids, much older than what we have, so it works out for them.
I seen them working.
Yep, put them to work. He did it. They did it. Same reason we did, was to kind of show the kids that you can do your own thing, have your own business, and be successful, and not have to work for somebody else. Our problem was our son was 2 when we bought the business, so we had a long time, and my body wasn't going to hold up, neither here nor there. They've got a 16-year-old, so it's perfect. for him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, bright and early. It's time to go.
I don't
go
think
to
he's
work.
an early person, but it gives him responsibilities and gives him a job that he can say, "Hey, this could be mine," and
Yeah.
you know.
You know, whenever you were mentioning some of those, like, I guess, like what I'll call like party supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So was this yesterday?
I don't
No, it was
know.
the day before yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. We went and filmed after Tex. We went and filmed. There's a bed and breakfast that's across the street from Watergrove, a event venue over there in Dickinson. And I know one of the guys who he works with, the guy who owns that. So that's why we got hooked up with that. But it is super nice. Like the bed and breakfast, it used to be a Borden dairy farm back in the day. So they had cows. And so it's a good little
Wow,
spot
that's
and
cool.
goes back. So it was a farmhouse. They've renovated that. Then there's another house. Then there's another property. And different people can stay. And there's like all different things you can do to entertain. They made one look like a saloon. It looks like a saloon, like an 1800s saloon. And then the
neat.
back one was a house from, it has like a story too. I can't even remember. But I was like, what was that? They're like, that's where we kept the dairy cows, the milking cows. And it's just it's a really
That's
cool
pretty
spot.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not that many bed and breakfasts like in Dickinson, Texas. You know, I was like,
That's the first I've heard. So that's
yeah,
kind
I
of
was
cool.
gonna say I didn't know that we had one in Dickinson.
yeah. So they
That's
opened up
neat.
last year officially, which they were saying, it was a pretty difficult time, but
Been there.
they're
And
in it.
yeah, I think that was a lot of smaller family-owned businesses last year.
Mm-hmm.
Took a real big hit. So
Well, and I think about people like you who work in the medical industry, in the medical field, I suppose, and that was how was that with the family, with everything going on?
it was scary at first. I thought I was safe, going to work and coming home. Never really thought about it. And then, once COVID hit, it was like, oh man, okay, I gotta change my shoes. I gotta change my clothes. Like my whole way of thinking just completely changed. And it's not, I don't know why I wasn't doing it with flu and everything else that we have going on. But I think so many of the unknowns just, I don't know, it got me thinking in a different manner of how to protect my family. So I'd come in, poor River would want to like jump in my arms, run to me. I'm like, I gotta go shower. I
Right.
would just run straight to the shower and go clean, and then I'd come back because you never knew how many COVID patients you'd have. I work in surgery, so when we were shut down for a little bit, we'd float to the floor, so you never knew when you were going to have COVID patients.
That's right. I guess all elective surgeries were put on hold for how long?
For about 2 to 3 months originally, and then slowly started to get back into it, and then they cut them out again a few months later. But
We just got to look.
Who was it? I didn't even see who it was. That
like,
person
who
was
was
quick.
it?
It's a couple of our accounting, our CFO, and one of our accounting staff come in. They're listening. They're like, "What are they talking about?" And they're
Uh-oh.
No, just
We
kidding.
heard-
We're locked in.
heard
You can't get
COVID.
in.
they're probably still listening. Love you guys. Thank you
Yes, hi.
for listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name's Gardy.
And I'm Anthony.
I'm Stephanie.
We're having some fun, just talking about everything going on in the world. So later today, what time are you scheduled to go?
10.
At 10 o'clock.
We have time.
We have time.
I keep
I'm gonna make you
looking.
late. No, I'm just kidding. What if it kept you on? Like, sorry, kids, y'all should have tuned into KHEA and you could have heard.
Yeah.
But everything that goes on
The
in
good,
the
the
world
bad,
of
and the
nursing,
ugly.
Oh no.
the real life.
The real life.
So as opposed to like last year,
Mhm.
you know, even whenever y'all were shut down 2 to 3 months to now,
Mhm.
like, what's the mindset? Has there been like a noticeable shift in the field at the hospital and the staff and the morale, like everything?
Yes. So morale, we're trying to get picked back up. We're exhausted. And not just us. We have a lot of agency nurses now in a lot of our hospital on the ICU unit and med surge. Just a lot of people trying to take time off and recover. Just kind of, I don't know, get their spirits back up. They
Yeah.
saw a lot of stuff. We all took kind of a hit with that. Surgery wise, we're doing great. I mean, we're busy, so that's a good thing, because there were a few months where we were struggling to, get 10, 15 cases on the board and done. So it's getting better.
Yeah, and then the thing, I know I interviewed some doctors and some people in the medical field, and they were saying, don't not come into the ER. Don't,
Right.
if there's something that is necessary, just because we don't know what's going on, you
Mm-hmm.
still need to come in and get that taken care of, because a lot of people are like,
Mhm.
nah, I don't know what's going on. I'll just handle it.
And we see
I'll
a
deal
lot
with
of
this.
yeah, we see a lot of people too.
can
They're
do
like
my own
they
surgery.
waited as long as they
Appendix on
possibly
YouTube.
could. Yeah, exactly. And then they come in and it's like, oh, okay, what could have been routine is now emergent because you put it off, which I get. I mean, I'm the same way too. I work in a hospital, but I for sure don't want to go if I don't have to.
Yeah.
And a lot of us have been vaccinated. So I think that puts a little bit of a calm with a lot of the staff.
Yeah, my friend texted yesterday and was like, I got my second dose. Woohoo. It's time, I don't know. It's just, I guess, eases your mind and everything else. But he's like, hey, I can go do whatever. I was like, that's awesome. Go
I'm like,
get you one.
we have a lot of different opinions on a lot of things in life. So
The city of Lamarck had orchestrated a vaccination thing, and they had some here. I know they had 1,000 doses. I'm not
Nice.
sure if they gave them all out. It was maybe a week and a half ago.
Good.
Or so. But, at least now it's available,
right.
right?
Yeah, they're saying that really anybody. I know NRG was doing it by schedule, and they said yesterday or 2 days ago, they're like, just show up.
Yeah.
Nobody's here, so.
Mm-hmm. And then I saw something about Leak City because they were doing it at the park. They're doing it at the park, the vaccinations, and
This
that
guy.
they were going to maybe shut that down at the park. And just like you can go to your doctor's
Go
office,
to the doctors. Yeah.
other different places where you would
CVS,
normally not
Lone
stick
Star
your
Pharmacy.
drive through. It's like it's crazy. Yeah, drive through,
Yeah.
stick your arm out, boop, okay,
Yeah.
psh, slap the car,
Well, I
good
know
to
there
go.
are pharmacies doing it now, and I thought Lone Star was doing it.
Lone Star Party Rentals?
No, pharmacy.
In vaccinations?
And vaccination.
No, Lone Star Pharmacy.
Okay.
Set up a tent,
the best pharmacy
get your
in Santa
vaccine,
Fe in
Get a
the
snow
area.
cone.
If
Look,
you-
Lone
Go.
Star Pharmacy,
yeah, you ever
Party
been there?
Rentals.
They have a lot of cool stuff.
No, I haven't been.
They do. They have like a little shop. They're actually opening up. This is no plug at all. I'm just, they're a good pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
They're opening up a new place, and it's going to have like the old school feel, the soda pop stuff, and then a restaurant and a little deli, and so it's going to be neat.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
There's a pharmacy in Lamarck off of Highway 3 near Texas Avenue, and they have comic books. But like not like new comic books. They're like vintage old comic books. So you can read them, or I think you can, maybe you can buy them. But there's like a whole wall. It looks like a comic store. And then they have 2 arcade machines, but they're emulators. So there's probably
That's cool.
1,000 old school arcade games on there.
That's neat.
Yeah, and so you can go in and play for free. You can go read the comics for free. The gentleman that owns that, him and his family, they own like multiple buildings right there on Highway 3, and that's one of theirs. Is it Fuller's Pharmacy? We did a Shine on Lamarck probably a year and a half ago or
You still
so.
remember these things.
We've done a lot of Shine on Lamarcks. We've done, I think I'm not looking at anybody, not quite 100, but it's somewhere between like 50 and 100
The ADD gets
Shine
me
on-
every time, bud.
Shine on Lamarcks. We got
That's
some
a lot.
more coming
Yeah.
on. I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
It'll be year 3. This is year 3 of us doing them, I believe. So
We need to shine on Santa Fe. You have time?
yeah, I got all kinds of time.
Yeah.
So there's an election going on for the Santa Fe EDC
Mm-hmm.
that they have.
Yep.
Something in their bylaws, like Proposition A, says that they can't use any of the funding, the tax dollars to promote local businesses. Economic Development Corporation. That's what an EDC does. And so there's a vote out there, so they can't use any of the money that they have for promotion. So I'm like, how are they?
How does this work?
Yeah, so I've seen Fidencio Leja, councilman there. There's some people pushing for that. So if you vote in Santa Fe, it's important to vote. Vote however you feel. Just kind of do some research.
Yeah.
As much as you want to or don't, or listen to people that have done. I don't know. But that's one of the things.
See, we were so we live in Santa Fe, but our front yard, like our neighbor is in the city, so we can't actually vote in city stuff. We are county.
Gotcha.
So there's sometimes I wish I was in the city just for that kind of reason, but.
There's probably a lot more times you're glad you're not, that you're in the county.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here's a comment, and this is, it makes sense. So Kathleen said it's a good lead into Stephanie's books, and I don't know. Oh, it was maybe the comic books.
No. Oh, yeah.
We were talking about comic books.
Yeah.
So what do you have going on?
Like, my books? What books? I'm an independent consultant for Usborne Books and More. So I actually just started, I guess in January it was. I hosted a few parties for a friend of mine, and I buy books all the time.
Our house looks like a library.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's something. Lots of kids' books.
Heaven
everywhere.
forbid our son loves literacy.
He does love to read.
He loves to read books, so
That's good.
I'm down.
Is it all kids' books? Is there all kinds of books?
It's at your age group. You're probably fine.
I read at the kids the kids level, so it makes sense. Yeah.
No, so from newborn up until like young adult, there's activity books and coloring books and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
But, I just did a book fair for Abundant Life Academy.
Okay.
I guess it was a couple
Last
weeks ago. I'm going to put an order in for them today, and I was able to give them about a little over $300 worth of free books.
Have you heard of anything? Is it Dog Man or Dog Cop, or it's like a head of a dog on a cop?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything about that book? My son was.
So actually,
at
I ran a few parties this last week, and one of the girls, like one of the questions I ask are, how old are your kids and what do they like? So I can kind of pair some of our titles for them. And that was one of the books that one of the ladies' sons liked. And so I looked it up. I'm like, well, that's not creepy at all.
It is a little bit.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah. But he wants the whole series now. So we got him one like on accident or something. It was like it was an Easter thing.
And so did it on accident.
Because if he asks for something and we kind of look at it, it's like, oh, it's a kid's book. Who is this for? Kind of read the synopsis a little bit. And then
like Disney Doorables.
Then I realized they came out with a musical. So Kellen, my son, who's 8, said, hey, can you look up the Dog Man Cop musical thing? So I looked on Apple Music, and lo and behold, there's a whole soundtrack. And there's songs. They did the whole thing, and they reenacted what happened in the book. And I was like, what is this?
So we were going through that kind of thing right now. There is Paw Patrol puts on this like musical every year. And obviously COVID, so they're not putting it live. So they're doing it online.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephanie bought River tickets, a few weeks ago so he could watch it every day. Every morning he's like, Daddy, we need to go to the store and buy a computer so we can watch this. I'm like, bud, we have hundreds of computers. You're solid. It's just $3. We need $3 and go get a computer.
Everything is $3. $3.
Like, we're not getting a computer.
Or 3 more minutes.
Yeah. He doesn't understand value or time.
Yeah, because I told him, and he sees the commercial, and they say, watch on your mobile device or computer. He's like, we need a computer. I'm like,
we have one.
We have a computer. I need
computers.
tickets. I have a ticket. Then the next day, are we going to go get a computer today? No.
Oh,
we have a computer.
So next week, I think it's next week.
It's Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Here we go. We'll watch it probably 806 times.
So it's going to be, is it live?
It is,
it's
but then
live,
you can rewatch
but it's
it.
online.
And then you have access to watch it over.
We're going to have to go buy a computer, though, for $3.
For $3.
So if anybody's got a $3 computer, I got one in my
We
pond.
do in the pond.
Yeah, there we go. So
got to go dig it out.
Got to go dig it out and put it back together again.
That's probably about a $3 computer now after what you did to it. It's
Maybe.
probably more expensive with all the ammo that you laid into it.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's worth a lot.
for sure.
I think the best part was the cow making an appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that. It just wouldn't move, and Danny was like, you care if it's in? I was like, nah, let it be in it.
Yeah. The thing that I noticed about all that, because I know what goes into it. So with Anthony holding the gun and like Danny getting the shot in the front, I'm just like sweating. I'm like in slow motion.
I told him, I was like, bro, obviously the gun was unloaded.
Yes.
If you watch, you'll see fingers moving, and
right.
it was.
I know. Yeah. When it comes to safety, everything,
Yeah.
but still, me,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
He was all about the shot. Trust me, I was.
Well, no, it's a
reluctant.
great shot.
It
You
was a
need the
great
shot.
shot. I
You
was
need the
reluctant on it, and I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And he was like, "Yes, I want to do it." I was like,
Yeah, you need the shot. And it was a good
You're
shot.
going to be safe, I promise. But
Yeah.
I'm trust me, I was super weird about it as
I don't
well.
ever know until
Till it releases. Yeah.
till it's posted on Facebook, and I'm like, what did I just witness?
Oh man. Oh, that's
good.
funny. This is what Kathleen said. I love Rivers Take. So Anthony, my next tool will be only $3. You need a $3 sell at the gun vault,
I've got stuff for
A
$3.
but like everything.
No.
All the things. $3.
Totem pole, Santa Fe Education
No.
Foundation totem
I
pole.
had
No.
somebody
And I was
somebody
cracked.
offered money on that already, and I was like, no, I'm going to keep it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
enjoy it. It's kind of cool. Chevy actually came in yesterday and was looking at it as well.
That would go good in his barbershop.
Well, no, we're not talking right now. Me and him, we're on outs.
Over what? The totem pole?
No, the Macho Man Randy Savage picture and the Elvis picture. Yeah,
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
There's some drama.
There's drama.
See, this
It's
is
But
why.
we're still hanging out on Monday.
This isn't even like a championship title
No.
belt. This
It's
is
pictures.
It's
It's pictures,
It's
guys.
pictures. That's what's getting in between our friendship, our
It's okay.
brothership. We're like brothers. We talk every day.
Brother.
Yeah.
Did you see the edited clip I did talking about Black Rifle Coffee Company? That I tagged you on Instagram.
I told you, man. I don't know how to work Instagram. I'll see those little
he
arrows
doesn't do the
up
gram.
top.
He's
Yeah.
got an account, but he's not.
We talked about
active.
this. I was like, man, can you show me how to make my Facebook post go to my Instagram? And we never did it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
it's totally easy.
Yeah, it
I
is
don't know how to
easy.
do it. Yeah, it's.
It's just a setting. It's
yeah.
cool. I'll show you later.
So, what you have to do is you have to make the post on Instagram, and it goes to
then
your
it'll
Facebook,
save to your
not the
Facebook.
Facebook to Instagram.
Oh, that ain't happening.
It's easy. You
It's
can
not
do
happening.
you can do videos in your stories.
You
everything.
showed me how to do my story. I did a story after you left. I'm like an old man when it comes to technology.
Well, not
There's some
anymore.
things- There's
No,
some
he
things I
isn't.
can figure out, but there's a lot of stuff I'm like, I have a gentleman that works with us on Saturday, and he does IT full time at UTMB, and I'm always like, I'll call him in the middle of the day. I'm like, Kenny, the printer went down. All right. Let me figure out when I can get over there. I'm like, I need you now, Kenny. We have to do things. Yeah, I have another friend that our printer at our house drops the
Every day.
VPN, IPN, or whatever every single day, and I'll go out and buy a new printer. The printer's perfectly fine,
For $3.
but I will go buy a new one
Yeah.
so I don't have to keep asking him to come do it because I don't know why it doesn't.
Sometimes it's cheaper to buy a new printer than go buy a new ink cartridge. The ink cartridges
Oh my
are
God,
so
they're-
expensive.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, but what's cool and Best Buy does it is those auto refills.
Mhm.
Because I'll let it bleed. One of my guys called me last Saturday. He was like, "Hey, dude, do we have any ink? Because it's really looking bad." And he was like, "I shook it and it's just not working." I was like, "Bud, I've shaken it for the last month, so I think it's time to go ahead and put the new one in."
Yeah,
I will milk it. It's like toothpaste.
yeah.
I will get every cent out of it.
I'm the same way with toothpaste, not with printers.
Yeah, with
No.
ink. I am with ink, buddy.
So did you say it's like is it a subscription service or
Yeah.
they just send you one every
Yep.
so often?
So no, they track how much you print, and
Oh,
it can.
okay.
The Big Brother is
Watching.
watching your printer. Yeah.
But they can't fix it remotely.
No.
They'll just send you ink whenever
just-
it'll send a
We see your
notification.
ink is low because your printer's not working.
So yeah, and
Mm.
like the one at the house, it's on the same kind of deal, and it just actually got canceled because we're not using it because it's So Ryan, if you're listening, buddy, I need you.
Put the ink
I
in.
need you. No, it's not even
Nah.
the ink. I need it. It's not hooked up. It keeps dropping.
I don't understand why it keeps dropping.
Did you try unplugging it?
I did.
Yeah.
That's what the IT people say.
Yeah.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
But did you
Yes.
see
Is it
Did you
on?
kick it?
on
Yeah.
the video after all that, the computer started working?
Yeah.
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 It was
magic.
Genius. It was genius.
That'll fix it.
Yeah, it fixed it. It works.
All right, right now it's 9:54. It's KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
I'm Anthony.
Stephanie.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, we're here. The Gun Vault of Texas,
Yep.
Santa Fe, beautiful Santa Fe, and her bookstore. I can't remember. I always want to call it Osborne, but it's not.
It's not Osborne. It's Usborne.
See?
Books and more.
And Lone Star Party Rentals.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate you guys.
KHEA Radio.
The Dream Team.
Dream Team.
99.5.
Macaluso.
It's KHEA Radio. Hey, y'all be blessed. Have a good day.